Hello, 6th grade cellists. As you know, I always like to do a little bit of review and then do a little something new. So hopefully you're practicing at home and you're able to play through some of those scales, the C scale and the G scale. And I'm going to review those right now. So the C scale especially, because that's the one that's hard for us. So it was in 2 octaves. And I'll play the first octave first, low octave, and that's the fingering pattern that we know and love, where it's open, 1, 3, 4, open, 1, 3, 4. So I'll do that for you here. So we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and then our higher octave, and we're going to start with that one where we left off on our lower octave. Okay, and the thing to remember about C that makes it unique is that every note is natural. Okay, so I'm going to start with my 4th finger on our G string, and we are also going to remember, here comes my child, say hi. Amelia, no, you have to go around, have to go around. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to be starting with our 4th finger on our G string, and for our natural notes we're going to be using our 2nd finger for F natural and then our 2nd finger for C natural. Okay, so here's our higher octave: C, D, E, F natural with 2, G, A, B, C natural with 2, and back down. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, and that's our C scale. So our G scale, that one's pretty easy for us. So we're going to start with our open G. And back down. So there's our review. So hopefully you have time to keep practicing those. Attached with this assignment is going to be page 6 of book 2, and up at the top it says we lower a tone, and it talks about flats, and up until this point we've talked about sharps, which we see right there. Sharps make notes higher, which you should hopefully know already, and I know you guys all call that a hashtag, but it is a sharp. Okay, so now for us today I'm going to talk about flats, or lowering the notes. Okay, and that's that symbol right there. It kind of looks like a letter B, and the thing that is a little bit confusing for us sometimes with the flat when we first start to learn those is that we think that they are a B, and they're not. They're just a flat symbol. Okay, and what makes it confusing is that the first flat note that we learn is in fact a B flat. Okay, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, and then also over here on my lovely chalkboard, which my daughter was like, "Daddy, why are you using my chalkboard?" That's going to be a natural sign, okay, and that cancels out a sharp or a flat. Okay, so for our B flats, we're going to play, I'm going to just show you this real quickly, and we're going to play A, B with our first finger, and then I'm going to take that first finger and I'm going to slide it back, and that's going to be our B flat. So we have A, B, B flat, and that makes the note lower. Okay, the way that I remember this is if you get a flat tire in your bike, or your parents get a flat tire in your car, the vehicle goes lower. So for us it's going to go lower in sound. Okay, so up on the top of page 17, or I'm sorry, on the top of page 6, number 17, it's 3 lines. I'm going to play the first line first, and I'm just going to go through the first 4 measures. All of those notes are what we call chromatic. There are no half steps, or I'm sorry, they are all half steps. There are no whole steps. So I'm going to play my A, followed by B flat, and I'm going to slide my finger forward for B, and then C is going to be with 2 fingers. And I come back down, C, B, slide my finger back, B flat, A, okay, and throughout this line you will see naturals indicated that our B is going to be being played natural again. Okay, now if you have the luxury of playing that while you're playing an open string, use that open string to move your hand forward. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to play number 17. Slide it forward for Okay, so I made a couple of mistakes in there, and if you can find them, I'll get you a donut. Okay, so I'm going to move to the second line of number 17, and this time we have some quarter notes, and using the knowledge that we just learned, if I put my first finger down on my D string, we know that that's an E, and I'm going to move it back. Guess what that's going to be called? That's right, E flat. Okay, so I take my E and I make it lower, and it's going to be an E flat. So this is going to be the second line of number 17. Mistake in there too. Again, if you can find it, I'll get you a donut. All right, now moving down to the last line of number 17, and I'll give you a little hint. One of the things that I always do when I play cello, because I'm a bass player, as you know, I often will play bass fingerings when I see those notes, because I read the same clef as cello. So there's a hint on where my mistakes are. All right, so looking at the last line of number 17, and we are in half notes. Okay, now there's something new in here that I'm just going to try to show you real quick. Okay, so on our G string, we know that we play open 1, 3, 4. Okay, we have G, A, B natural. It's not a sharp like our other two strings over here. So that's our B natural, and C. So when I take my second finger, that's going to be a B flat. Okay, we know that using our second finger on our D string and our A string, those notes are natural. So here, this is the exception. This is going to be a flat note, okay? And you're going to see those low flat notes, and I'm going to try to play this one a little bit on the slower side, okay? So I've got my G, A, using common knowledge that we've learned. It's going to be an A flat, okay? So here we go. This is going to be the third line of number 17. Okay, keep working hard, and see you guys soon.